friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Let's jump all feet cannonball style into the pool and let's glimmer right away. I've glimmered with glimmering and press plates so many times, I have kind of come to a consensus of how I like to do it. So you can see I have my paper, my foil, my press plate all ready to go. I have my timer going. This is all sped up, is all set. I'll pop this through my die cutting machine and look at how gorgeous the foil looks. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to go ahead and foil this on white and blue cardstock, so it's a little bit different than what I just showed on my foiling, but the technique is exactly the same. This panel is so beautiful. Let's cut it in half. I'm going to make a very fun A2 size card, which is more of a classy, kind of spunky but modern kind of color. Tone on tone. I don't know how exactly the right words to say it, but it's kind of all of the above. It's classy, it's sparkly, it's a tone on tone. It's all sorts of fun. I'm using a press plate from Crafty Meraki, one of their press-tacular plates. And I have gone ahead and glimmered that with some light blue glimmer foil and some Glimmer specialty cardstock. Did you know that you can foil with press plates? You can, and they foil very well. I'm going to add it to one side, which will end up being my top or bottom to my card. I've had lots of fun with this Meadow Muse press plate. I've cut it in half a few times, and maybe it was a jump scare for you each time I've done it. I was trying to do it for fun, so but it also makes really fun layouts for cards, because sometimes you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your crafty supplies. So why not use them as they are, modify them, and just have fun creating. So that's what I've done with this plate time and time again. I've made a few gate style cards, and this one will be a A2 flat style. So this will go on the top or bottom. Haven't decided which one's going to be which at this moment, but it's just glued on. Very simple. If you wanted to modify this layout, you could certainly use foam tape and add extra dimension. Or if you wanted to be fancy, you could Copic color or watercolor the panels. I have done that in other videos, but today I'm keeping it classy, simple, and keeping it tone on tone. And I'm going to leave that gorgeous foil just to be sparkly all by itself. I'm then going to trim out my extra pieces and just make sure that I am lining everything up and it's nice and straight. I'm sorry that the camera's wiggling. That happens sometimes with the chopper. Such is life, you know? Let me know if you've grabbed this Meadow Muse press plate yet in the comments. I really like this one, and I think it is so perfect for weddings and wedding showers coming up in the summer months here. It looks stunning with any color foil and white paper. I think it looks very bridal to me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my panel and I'm going to add splatter. I know, not sure how that is really going to be in the classy tone, but oh, did you just see a little hummingbird flutter by? I know I did. And that beautiful layered die, those are other fun releases from Crafty Meraki that came out in April. Just wanted to pop those on the screen. Wasn't sure if I was going to use them on this card today. Ended up not, but they are super pretty as well. But like I said, I'm going to splatter this off camera because it is so messy. It is watercolor mixing set. It is indigo. It is almost black, and it is so incredibly messy every time I use it. And I don't really mind using like the silver or the gold as much and having that get everywhere, but this indigo is very aggressive and messy. So I'm going to go ahead and splatter this panel off camera. I actually do it in my recycling bin. Isn't that weird? I don't know. To me, it makes sense. I keep a recycling bin in my craft room, and I just pop my project on top of the paper that I'm recycling. It's clean. It's just paper. It's not like I'm putting in pasta jars or anything. But when I splatter, it just dries on paper that will be recycled anyway, so it's not even a problem. And it keeps my craft room a teeny tiny bit cleaner. Won't promise that it's going to keep anything else really that clean in your craft room, but it will get less splatter everywhere else. And that any little help with that is a-okay with me. So as I'm splattering that off camera, I will pop on some pretty pictures of some other cards that I have made with this collection, or this release, if you will, from Crafty Meraki on the screen. I've had lots of fun watercoloring and doing some mixed media stuff, but the splatter is super fun, and now I have to let it dry. So I will talk about the sentiment, as that is just sitting there. But the sentiment is a happy birthday die set from Crafty Meraki. I really like that teal there, although it isn't really popping with my background, and I like things that pop. So I'm going to go ahead and use that sentiment on a different card another day. It's ready to go, ready to use, so that's not a big deal. But I'm going to use a navy blue background for my whole card panel. And I'm going to use that same navy to trim out the happy birthday. This blue is super, super silky. I don't know where this paper came from, but it was super smooth. So I'm going to trim, see, there's that indigo. It even got on my trimmer, I tell ya. I'm going to use this trimmer and trim this navy paper down to A2, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then when my splatter over there dries, I will trim my panel there to 4 by 5 1/4. And then I will show you my finished result. It is a super simple card, glimmer, splatter, die cut, glue, but it does pack quite a punch, and it is going to be a very happy little birthday card. But change out the sentiment, and it can be for weddings, wedding showers, etc. So here's a look at the finished card. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you grab anything from Crafty Meraki, be sure to use my link, which is the one that says Stationery by Justine at the end of the link. We'll see you next time, and I hope to see you over on my channel, Stationery by Justine. Bye, crafty friend.